Hello class, welcome to the fall 2017 semester. We're going to have a busy semester and it should be a lot of fun and you should learn a lot. This course is CIS200 and we talk a lot about problem solving and decision making in our class. To go along with that, we'll use some case studies and some projects so that you can implement your new problem solving skills. My name's Renee Riley. I'll be your instructor this semester. These are some of the companies that I've worked for and some of the certifications that I hold. We're going to start out our class looking at the syllabus. And in your syllabus, you should find overview information, grading and policies, a real long, inclusive list of resources available to students. In our Canvas class, you'll also find the scope and sequence, which is your dates and activities. And then in week 1, we're going to start off with a syllabus quiz. So let's take a look at Canvas and see what we've got there. I have Canvas open right now at the dashboard page, and I wanted to kind of remind you that this page gives you an overview of things. So here on this side, you might have a list of assignments that are due for your different classes and things like that. I want you to be able to go directly into our class, so I'm going to click on that. Now this is important because we're going to have different announcements that are made to you and different things like that going on. They'll show up here at the top of the home page. All of our work's really going to happen in the modules page, but before we look at that, let's take a quick look at the syllabus. The syllabus page in Canvas is very nice. You have links in here to your syllabus and scope and sequence again. And it also gives you a list of all the assignments and their due dates through the semester. Now you can't necessarily click on all of these because some of them are not enabled for you yet, but you can get an idea of what's coming up. You also can use the assignments link, and it'll show you assignments that are coming up or past due and kind of help you stay on track. Like I said, our coursework is actually in the modules page, and if you look as we start out, we have our syllabus and schedule again, make those very available to you. And then we have a course setup module. This one is super important because there is some setup that needs to occur for your class. I'm going to click on Setup Start here, and you should see the welcome banner. You know you're in the right place. Now on Canvas, I can just click Next to go through the different content of a module. So I see the next thing is a little bit of an overview about the textbooks that we have, the ebooks that we have, and the software that we'll be using. You have a lot of resources that have been made available to you through this class, so it's important for you to get yourself clear on which is which. The 2 textbooks will be referred to as the projects book, and you should see that it says Office 365 projects on it on the cover. And then the other text will be the problem solving text, or PSDM for problem solving decision making, and that's the text that is pre-bound, I guess. So each of those will specify which textbook the assignment is coming out of so that you can get to the right place. Now when you set up SAM, which is another facility that we have, that will give you access to a 3rd online textbook about Office and Office 365. So if you have any problems or questions with that, you should have those resources available. I'm going to click Next, and the next thing that we've got is a PDF file, and this is a case study notebook that we'll be using in our class. Now you don't need to print this off unless you want to. Anytime we have a case study assignment that refers to this PDF document, it will be linked again in Canvas. It's just here in your setup module for your information so that you can get familiar with all the different resources that you have. I'm going to go ahead and click Next. My computer's feeling a little slow. And then the next item is another PDF, and this is the Critical Thinking Workbook. Again, if we have assignments that refer to it, I'll have a link for you in the assignment. Now I hope this one will load. This is important information. This information is how you can download your free copy of Office 365. So make sure that you do get the newest version of Office. When we're working with SAM, the version of Office is very significant. We can have some really big problems if somebody's working with an earlier version. So please make sure that you're up to date and working with Office 365. I'm going to go ahead and click on this to download it. See if that's better, because it's not wanting to open in Canvas. Amazingly enough, there's a lot of teachers loading stuff out there today. Okay, so here's the Office 365 instructions. All you're going to do is click on this link, sign in with your OTC account, and you should be able to download and install that software. So do take advantage of that. It's a great deal. There, it loaded. Now the next thing in your setup module is the main link to our SAM course. Whenever you're working with SAM, there's going to be a lot of different questions that pop up, so we'll have some SAM documentation loaded for you. Be aware when you click on the main course link for the first time, SAM is going to ask you to set up your account, and there will be some questions and things you need to go through. Please make sure you've got all of that done through the first week, because the second week you have your first SAM assignment, and it can be frustrating to try to get your account all set up and everything when you have an assignment due. Much easier if you do it beforehand. Now here's the SAM documentation that I was talking about. You have a student user manual and then a link to SAM's YouTube station. You're going to use SAM to just complete about 3 assignments, but they can be pretty frustrating if you don't watch the information about how to use SAM. If you watch and read through the information, you should find these assignments move very quickly. Take advantage of your resources. Next is a link to the Cengage Tech Support. These are the people that support SAM for us. So if you're having a technical issue, you can click on that link and get a problem started. Okay, we're to our week 1 overview. Notice how I was able to just click next through, and it went from one module to the next. We will have an overview for every week. It'll give you some information about what the objectives are and our required reading. Now this one looks huge. 6 objectives. Each objective is only a page, so it's really not a huge amount of information. Each page conveys a lot though, so. Okay, and then we have an instructor video for that week. And some PowerPoints that are set up for you to look at. And after the PowerPoint for the chapter, notice there's some links to some files that you can download. These are the data files that go with the Problem Solving and Decision Making book, and you do not need to download them, but if you want to, so that you can complete some of the activities as practice, they're available to you. Next, we have our introduction discussion. I need you to turn in a PowerPoint to tell us a little bit about yourself. You can see mine's already there waiting for you. And then your syllabus quiz. This will give you a good opportunity to see what it's like to take a quiz in Canvas. It is open syllabus, so please make sure you refer to the syllabus to get all the questions correct. Now I'm going to click back on the modules link. If you notice, I've moved a little bit and scroll down to show you your week 1 activities are a little bit more involved than normal because it is our first week, but they are things like the syllabus quiz and your introduction that should not take you a huge amount of time. In Canvas, after you've gone through all the setup, if you want to, you can collapse that module down with the triangle. You can expand it back out, doing the same thing. When you get to SAM and you click on a project link, like I said the first time, you'll set up your account, but then it should go straight into the assignment. And for this one, I would download the instruction file and download the starting document. Now in the instruction file, it's going to tell me to rename that document. I need to be very careful and rename that exactly the way it says, or else it won't work when I try to submit it. Then I'm going to continue to make all the changes that are required in the instruction file to my document. And when I'm done, I'm going to upload it back to Sam to be the completion for the project. So if you've got your account set up and if you follow the instructions very carefully, it should go very smoothly. I'm sure we'll have some questions as things come up. If you look at the discussion board, there's one discussion that is the setup discussion, or helpful comments and questions that will benefit the group. Please ask questions here if you think they are something that anybody will benefit from. If it's a private question, please send me an email so that we can not have the whole group involved. Now, you're welcome also to use this inbox feature in Canvas if you would like to just send an email. And you can find me pretty easily in there and send an email. Now, whenever we're using this inbox in Canvas, I'll get the email both in my Canvas inbox and in Outlook. So we have to be careful. Sometimes it can get a little confusing as to which email is being replied to. Do start a new subject for me if you have a new subject. I had a student once who kept sending me this email that said, never mind, and I finally I would see it and think, never mind, great, she's got it all figured out. And I did actually look at it finally, and she did not have it all figured out. She was just using that same prior message to send me a new message with some sort of really important question. So please help me out and put a good subject line there that is relevant to what you're emailing me about. Okay, let me know. Oops, there's my blank one. Let me know if you have any questions, and as we think of things, we'll make announcements for the benefit of the group. So again, make sure you have your Canvas notifications set to email you new announcements. And I think that you will enjoy all the assignments that we have in this class. Some of them are very thought-provoking and can really help you think about how to solve problems. So I look forward to this semester. Thank you.